Alright everybody, it's Super Dave and we are gonna play some 7 Days to Die. This is kind of like new game. You get tips as I'm playing. I've played a good amount of 7 Days to Die. Not a ton of the vanilla version. This is just vanilla 1.4. No mods. It generated a map, the South Zutovo Valley, maybe we could say it like that. If you want to make your own game world, you can change it here. There's pre-generated, and the 4K2, 4K3, the map size is 6K, 6 kilometers. I'm just playing by myself, so I'm not going to use a huge map, and I am not connecting to a dedicated server. This is running on my own machine, which is so I can't go crazy with the map sizes and the city sizes. So anyway, back to this. A lot of pre-generated maps. Boring. No, not boring. They're just different, so you don't have to generate them yourself. We go back this other direction. That's another map that I generated. These names are auto-generated based on the seed name, I believe. And this is if you want to create your own new world. So, again, this is pretty big. I would go down. Looks like it limits you, so go to advanced generation. World size, you can now go further down. Smaller worlds, no biggie. The seed, no, you don't have to use the word seed. You can use dog. That kind of, I guess that's helps with the generation. All these settings, few towns, many towns, wilderness POIs, rivers, craters, cracks, lakes. Rivers are kind of annoying, so a lot of people, including myself, will turn that down. Cracks can be challenging too. Maybe less of those. Lakes are cool. Plains, hills, and mountains. Mountains can be annoying, so again, people tend to turn that down some. Maybe even turn hills down. This is the one that I'm playing with, so the map I generated is actually the line, which means these biomes will be in like a line on the map. We can generate it real quick. It's not real quick, so I don't think I'm going to generate it. We can generate it, that's fine. But yeah, in this line format, the biomes are one after another. Either left to right or up and down. You can change how much of the world is each biome. Usually I do more pine forest because it feels like spend a lot of time there, or set up your base there. Burnt forest. I do feel like these percentages affect the order that they are placed in line, which is weird. So I'm gonna do highest, next highest, yeah, let's do 20. Okay, sorta, more there, more, that, less, okay, so now it's like 24, 21, 20, 18, 17, in a line. Let's see what it does. Preview quality, sure, just gives you more detail on, this will be where the map preview generates. We're not gonna use this map, so I'm not that worried. Let's just start it since it takes a second. As you can see at the top, the name of the map is kind of auto-generated, I guess, based on the seed. The original map is fine. The Navigate or whatever, that the one that they they actually have names not pre-gen, which I think is confusing. I mean, pre-gen for the map to choose when you've never played, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Same with the map generation. You're probably not going to want to generate your own map when you just start playing the game. You just want to play and see what's up. So I guess the Navigame map, if I'm saying that wrong, I'm not sorry. This should actually be done. See, it's creating the preview now. Alright, so this is the line. Alright, the biome line. So you have pine forest, you have burnt forest, you have desert, snow, wasteland, and these are the cities. I don't know if this, I think it's the towns. So we have 2 larger ones in the pine biome, 2 in the burnt, none in the desert, 1 in the snow, and none in the wasteland. I kind of like this in a way because it's, let's say that you're near the equator, close to the equator, pine forest, and as you go down, it goes into like deserty region, and then it gets very cold, and then it's hellscape, radiation, wasteland thing. Anyway, I don't know. The other ones, you can do a circle, so I think they generate in a circle. Center wasteland, if you want the wasteland in the middle. Center forest is the default. I think that's what a lot of people probably use first, and it does put the pine here, and then you just have random circle around it of the other biomes, which seems weird sometimes to just like be on the border of the wasteland and the desert or something within like the same area. Anyway, this is enough on the maps. Yeah, I don't care about the random world. Let's discard that. New game. We're not using a new world. We're gonna use the old, no, what did I say? The South Zutovo Valley. Manage saves, you can see. You should told me the date that I generated the map. I guess it's the last one on the list, so that's the most recent. No. Yeah. Navigame. See? I was not saying that right. This one I have a save on. Yeah. Okay, so I'll use the South Valley. This is the line. Settings. Like I said, it's not a server, it's just local. Adventure, I'm not doing anything crazy here. I did change the number of enemies, mainly because of the computer gets kind of laggy, to say the least, with too many enemies around. Yeah, blood moon frequency. You can mess with these. I don't love zombies just charging at you all hours of the day and night. So, yeah, feral sprint, blood moon sprint. Everyone else is limited to running and walking, which feels good. Airdrops, I may have changed that. I don't remember. Yeah, I might have adjusted this just so mining and stuff isn't quite as slow. And then, yeah, the enemies are doing a little bit less damage to my bases. Yeah, we're not using multiplayer, so we don't care. Let's see. Alright, sorry about all the build up. Let's get it started. So, I will be talking about what I'm doing as I play. Playing 7 days to die. You only have 7 days. to prepare to not die is really the idea. Every 7 days there's a blood moon that starts at 10 p.m. and lasts until 4 a.m. and the zombies know where you are, so they will attack en masse. It's cool. It's like red night, you know, blood moon, everything's red. It's chaotic for that 6-hour period. But the rest of the week you have to do quests, collect gear, build the base to survive Horde Nights in. That's usually, yeah, early on is the most difficult part of the game. Your stamina sucks. You don't have very good weapons yet. Your hit points are not many. You can get infected and have nothing to treat it with. You know, all the problems, right? No vehicles at the beginning. No food, really. So, the beginning of the game is, like I said, this is the hardest part of the game in my opinion. Once you kind of get established, a couple guns with some ammo, and a base that you can stay in for Horde Nights that is semi-safe. Oh no, it's so bright. So, your character has arrived, and you do start with some gear. It looks like they put us like right on the edge of the map too. Yeah. So there's the burnt forest right away. We can't do that yet. We're gonna get hurt. So what did they give us? What's in our inventory? Nothing. Tool belt has a letter. This is kind of just telling you how this starts. Just a friendly reminder that you pay on time every time or there will be consequences. Next time we won't be so nice. Thanks for the gear, but you still owe us. See you soon. The Duke. I'll be honest, I don't know the Duke beyond this letter. And it sounds like, I don't know, he like knocked you out or something. And dumped you into zombie land. I'm not sure. Obviously in the beginning you need to loot everything for sure. We need to get a weapon. The way this game works also for leveling up is books. There's no reason not to read them. So there you go. Now I've unlocked Dew Collector. If you're curious, like, how do I even see that? Here's your map. Here's your character screen. I have no clothes on. Character screen also has these tabs, right? Core character. This is useful to see like food and water level. There's more detail here, but food and water can be viewed here, like actual numbers of how much food and water you currently have. Even more detail. Extended, right? And this is good. I think you see bonuses and stuff here. I honestly don't look at that screen a ton. This is a crafting menu. The first thing I recommend crafting is the bone knife. So this is basics, building, resources, ammo, weapons, tools, food, cooking, science. This is where you craft your bandages and such. Clothing, we're gonna need some clothes. And then decor, miscellaneous. Don't use this tab a lot. But honestly, once you get used to the game, you don't use the tab in general. So I do a lot of search. So there you go. Yeah, once you know the names of some of this stuff, it's easier. You can track what you need for crafting. You can favorite crafting items if you're going to craft them over and over again. We need some bones. Damn bones. The other important one is the axe. Right. It's probably going to be easier to make the axe first. So, with our hands, I got 2 pieces of grass out of that. Get me some rocks. You can't punch down a tree, but some of these smaller bushes, let's see. Yeah, we got everything we needed already. So this is nice too. Once it's tracking, it stays at the top. And it will tell you when you have everything. Let's get our axe going. Alright. The axe is able to harvest grass like your hands. Other weapons, I don't believe they will harvest. I think they just destroy the grass, right? So like chrysanthemum pulled it off. I almost was not able to pronounce that. A pipe. Yes, I took the pipe because you need everything in this game. And so, yeah, you kind of have to pick up everything. So right now, I still need that bone knife. And there's a reason why I want a bone knife early. Bone knives will cause zombies to bleed. And they bleed for a decent amount of time. And they die a little bit easier once you get them bleeding. So these plants, cotton is different than this. These are used for like cooking, drinks. I don't know if they're used for any food, but it's not a bad idea to collect some of this stuff up front. Honestly, the goldenrod you're not going to use for a while. Same with the chrysanthemum. Cotton, yes. So it's important because we can take a look at the cotton. Any of these items, honestly. I don't think this has recipe. Scrap or drop. There's recipes for a lot of this stuff, as you can see here. So when I go to cotton recipes, this is all the things I can make with cotton. Probably not going to make that bed. Cloth fragments are useful. So how many can we can make 10? Let's make some. Once we have some, let's see what recipes we can make with cloth. Quite a few, right? There's a lot of stuff in here. But the most important one, in my opinion, for now, is bandage. First aid is good, but you don't want to use that when your health is full, because it does restore health. Bandages will stop bleeding. Like, if you're bleeding, it will stop the bleeding. It won't give you any health. But you may not want to use your... What are we calling these? First aid bandage? Yeah. You may not want to use that to stop the bleeding if you don't want to regain health at the same. You might want to use food or something. Food or drink. I don't think drink gives you health. Food for health instead of the bandage. Long explanation. Okay, the other thing to pay attention to running around, and this is really important early, is bird nests, because of eggs and the feathers are both very useful to have. Feathers will help you make arrows. Speaking of that, the bow and arrow is another kind of critical. Gotta do that early, right? And you can use any weapons in the game as far as I know. You don't have to be like unlocked or specialized in bows or something. If you do level up into those categories, the bows will do more damage. And a higher chance for dismemberment, and I think headshot damage goes up. This initial axe is brutally slow, but you get a good amount of wood from chopping down the tree. You do get, I find them kind of annoying, and I think some mods even have a setting where you can auto plant, but you can plant the tree, which is the right thing to do. I did harvest tree. Okay, this is Do we have enough for the bow? No, we need some grass, which I find hilarious. You can't make a bow with grass and wood. That's not gonna cut it. Grass string? Like, what are we doing? Okay. We need the bow. We got the bow. I don't really need food on the tool belt or water. But my inventory, these gray boxes are inventory slots that will not encumber me. As soon as these are full and I start getting into here, that's what this guy with the load on his back is, man. You get encumbered and you move slower. I know that's a shock. How many arrows can we make? See, it's feathers and bone, stone, not bone. I need bone. Oh, that sounds terrible. I need animal bones to craft a animal bone knife. 7 arrows is better than 0 arrows. Okay. This is a better way to harvest wood because you have a chance. In the lower right hand corner you can see what I get from the harvest. I'm looking for honey. Honey, you say? Yeah, it's not for no honey. It is pretty random on the tree stumps, but honey will cure a small amount of infection. So it's pretty important to find it early since we're gonna suck at killing zombies and probably get hit enough to get an infection. You can take that right away. I never use these sewing kits for wounds, but I guess this is another option. Maybe I'll try it. If you have a bleeding wound, is it, you can like suture it, maybe. Maybe that's for lacerations. Anyway. Wheels, also used for vehicles. Shocking. Yeah. But they're also worth $60, so take it. Probably sell it. Alright. Waters. Murky water has 12% chance to give you dysentery, but it does help if you're thirsty. So you can risk it and you might not get dysentery. You will crap your pants while you have dysentery and make noise and slow you down. This water will not hurt you or give you dysentery, and you get more water when you drink it. 20 units or 20 points of water. Call it points. And then if you go to recipes, you can actually see there's a number of things you can make with water, a base, and we can't make any of them. Oh wait, we can make a boiled egg if we had a... I think I need a campfire and a... what am I trying to say? Like a pot. A cooking pot. No. No. The actual word in the game escapes me. It is a cooking dish. No. It is a cast iron pot. It is, but anyway. We do need to find one of those. Yeah, again, early on is hard because you need to find some critical items early on, right? Like, and this is fun too, right? Picking up rocks. Isn't this what you tuned in for? Uh-oh. Don't really want to deal with zombies yet, so I'm gonna try. Ooh, I want to see something. If I switch, did I lose that arrow? No. There's no way to kind of unready the bow once you're kind of have it drawn, but I will switch weapons when it's drawn. So if it's drawn like this, my only option is oh, that's interesting. Okay, you learn something new every day. New tip: if your bow is drawn and you hit the R key, disengage. That's good. This bow sucks for different reasons. You have to aim a little bit like up into the slightly to the left. See? That sucked. Oh, he's not dead. There's no right click on the axe. Or sorry, on the stone axe. Headshots count. They do considerably more damage than body shots. Yeah, I don't want to be fighting with the stone axe. Like I said, it does not have a power attack, and it's not really made for. No. It's made for chopping and repairing. Right click actually repairs on the stone axe. That's why it's not a power attack. Alright, I keep finding eggs, which is good, and I need to use these feathers immediately. I don't have enough rocks. Jeez. Alright, these are useful for rocks. Hey, and these challenges that pop up, this is important. Sorry, just drinking some coffee. Alright, I should have plenty of rocks for these. Yeah, give me some more arrows. Look at all this junk that's just... Here we are collecting. These buttons, sort container, lock mode. Lock mode allows you to lock slots so the items in these slots don't move. Okay, so let's say I'm hoping to always have arrows, eggs. You're gonna find rotting flesh comes off of everything. Water. Murky water I'll probably find a lot of. Ooh. Is there anything else? Eggs. Where are the feathers? I used them all. So now I can lock these slots. Yep. Those locks, you can kind of see the gray lock on them. They won't move when I do the sort. And if I dump everything out of my inventory, those items won't go. They will stay in my inventory. They will be locked to my inventory. Okay, I really need this bone knife in the very near future, or actually a spear would probably... I need them both. That's the truth. The combo early on that works really well is bone knife. I have one bone. Damn bones. Usually there's like dead animals in the road that I can get some bones off of. Nothing. Nothing. I really don't want to go into here because there's way too many zombies. Any of these POIs, points of interest, notice in the upper right, it says passing gas plaza with 3 red skulls. That's too many for me. I can't do that. I need something like half a skull at this level, or like 1. And like I said, I need a bone knife and a spear before I really start even trying to fight with zombies. Okay, I'm not gonna pick up rocks this whole time, but I will get all the bird's nests that I can find. The other thing I was curious about, can I make a storage? So, making your own storage is wise because if you use like vehicles and stuff or containers in POIs to like store random stuff, if you actually activate that POI for a quest, it's going to wipe out, it may even wipe out your own storage crates. I don't do a lot of swimming. But yeah, it will wipe out anything in the inventory of any of the containers in the POI, cars and boxes and whatever. And it may even just remove your crates. So you don't want to store stuff in POIs or cars or I cannot believe there are no dead animals so far. I need bones. And that's easiest way that I can think of right now without engaging. Yeah, I'm not fighting yet. Sorry, guys. I know everyone's disappointed. All these zombies want a piece of me. Come on. There's so much trash. There's some glue. Some things you can't pick up. You can you know, chop at that and get plastic out of it, I would guess. But I don't need any plastic. I do need some bones. Anybody? I mean, even a living animal that I could shoot would work. Man, I don't want to deal with fighting it. Can I make the spear, at least? Let's see. That would probably be better than nothing right now. See, this is why I don't like looking through these lists. Where'd it go? Stone spear. What do we need? More grass. The other thing you can focus on early is, like, making clothes is not a bad idea. Probably should be looking into that. Outfit. Okay. How about some shoes? So yeah, primitive clothing is wood and grass. Don't really have a rope, I guess. Or vines would make more sense. Hood. Gloves. Let's wear it. I'm gonna wear it. Yeah, that hat is like, I don't know. It's like Blair Witch. I'm dressed like the Blair Witch. Okay. I'm better off now, though. I'm not gonna get as jacked up with a little bit of wood and grass on my body. At least I'm not in just tidy whities. Here is a weapon that is useful. You get a little distance. Keep them at bay, right? Alright, so I'm sure we're all wondering what are we doing? Okay, well in the upper right it has been bugging me to do the tutorial challenge. So along with these tabs, again, this is crafting, my character, a map. This skills tab has a lot of stuff going on. This is perception, strength, fortitude, agility, intellect. Okay, these are actually your main stats, right? And this is when you have points available, you can start putting stuff into the base attribute, right? Dullard, and you can read into that. Or you can start putting them into these categories that aren't grayed out yet. And this shopping basket will tell you how many points you need. We don't have any points, so we don't really need to get into it. These perk book category, as you find books, these will fill out. I don't think we have found any perk books yet. But as you can see, for the art of mining, if you find them all, there's a bonus. Crafting skill books, we have 1 point in everything. That's interesting. And then the 2 point, because we did read one book. And this will show how many books to go until we unlock the next level. Crafting skills, alright. Quests here, we don't have any quests yet. This is what this is bugging us about. Redeem tutorial challenge. This is an easy way to get XP early, right? Because this means we've completed these and we get 75 XP. 150. Wait, is it 75 per maybe? This is sometimes it's deceptive. Yeah. Another 75. Keep it going. Woo! Trader. Okay. What else do we do? What is this one? Oh. Okay, so what else? We gotta craft a club. If we must craft a club. I don't really want to. Alright, are we happy? Whoa. Hey, I don't even know what just happened. Good job. You've proved to be capable with much potential. We have marked on your map. We've marked your map with the nearest White River outpost location. There you will find a trader where you can buy and sell goods and trade stories with one of our friendly citizens. Welcome aboard, Noah. Is that a reference to Noah's Ark? I don't think my name is Noah. Call me Dave, right? Okay. Back to this party. No, that's important. So, our new quest is... We have a quest, look. And you should do this, because I think Wrecked gives you some gear. And the quest icon is on the map. That's good. Mailboxes, ooh, usually have books or paper. That's nice. I'm not going to lay down this box yet that I created, my crate to store stuff in yet. Here's a good example. The Cook residence has no skulls, which probably means there might be like one zombie here, but we need a cooking pot, that's right. Can you tell where the kitchen was? Hey, we need that. Oh, in the lower left you can see I am encumbered by like 6 items. If you put stuff on your tool belt though, it can help. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Alright, I'm poking around here before I go to the trader just in case I can find cooking pot. I think that's what it's called. In this game, I think everything can be destroyed or broken down. Armor parts, good value. 40 bucks a armor part, so definitely worth picking up, but you don't want to fall from here either. I don't really need armor parts right now. Let's see. If I can see a cooking pot, maybe I'll come down. No. Unnecessary risk right now. Yeah. Alright, so as we run by these POIs, you can see the thumb resin. There's no skull, so it's probably... Here we go. At night, when the adrenaline is rushing, you will never feel the weight of your burdens, never encumbered at night. That's immediately great. I would call those... I don't think they do. I would call them, like, perk books. Oh, I need that bone, and I do need the brag there. Some rotten flesh. We still got a little ways to go. I'm getting a little weighed down. You can like break down the fence and get through there too, but man, I might have to throw this crate down early just so I can keep collecting stuff. Okay, so this is my strategy with the crates. I just put it in the middle of the street. As long as I don't run over it with my car, it should be okay. And don't need it. Don't need it. No. Not right now. Uh-oh. Alright, so fighting with the spear. Pay attention to your stamina and stay away from these guys. Also, in 7 Days to Die, moving forward, just with the forward key, is slow, and so is backwards. If I go forward and left, I move a lot faster. Forward and right. So diagonals are a lot faster to move in. So if you're trying to, you know, dodge the baddies, that's what you got to use. Those diagonal keys help a lot more. Okay, yeah, you're wondering why I'm not taking the sandwich. I don't want dysentery, and I don't have any vitamins. That's one of the rules of this game. Is if you take a vitamin, you can eat stuff and drink stuff that'll give you dysentery without getting dysentery. It's like it purifies it, or keeps you immune to the effects with Flintstone vitamin. No, they look like medicine, right? Like they look like antibiotics or something. Oh, sorry. This is the worst part of the game is, ooh, what do I do with all this crap that I'm collecting all the time? So you can also just do like, move it all, bam. And you notice the locked items don't move, which is good. I might want to keep stuff that I want to sell on me. So that's 40 bucks. Wasn't there something else? A tire. Probably need wood, rocks. I don't want the grass. Need that. Need that. That's probably it. Alright, we still do not have the knife. I want the knife. I want the knife. Please. Have you seen a dead animal anywhere? I've seen none. None. What about that? Can I just break this? What is it? Oh, bones. Yeah. Look at that. Bone knife. I still don't have enough. I need another bone. Is there another skull over there? So during the daytime, you can kind of dodge these guys and ignore them. At night, they are a bit faster, and you can't just wander off. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do is I will probably stop this when I get to Rex, but I'd prefer to make a bone knife before then. Wait. Yes? There's usually a ton of these around. Thank you. Okay. So, now that we have a bone knife, finally, took a second. Let's put that there. Bone knife we're gonna lead with when we fight zombies. I'll give you a demonstration on the way. I don't care about him that much. Man, I do need that cooking pot though. I can't forget. So, start with this. Yep. Lead with that. So this way, you start them bleeding. Go to the spear, power attack, and then light attack, so you don't waste too much stamina. When they're on the ground, maybe you need the, I don't know, the perk book for hurting enemies while they're on the ground, or maybe automatically. I don't know for sure. I don't know if you automatically do more damage, but they usually can't attack when they're on their back like that, so do it. Oh. I don't see any reason to hold on to books, so just read them as you find them. Oh, I should have waited to make armor, I guess. These service trucks, you should check for sure. If you don't like checking cars, do check these. That's maybe not the best stuff. Alright, I am actually just wandering in a POI. Ooh, what's this? Wasteland is full of things that make you bleed. A guy can never have enough bandages and cloth. Can be hard to find sometimes. So I figured out how to weave plant fibers into cloth. Now I've... Oh, okay. It's a good perk. So now I can harvest some grass. Roll it up. No. Let's see. Recipes. How many do I need for cloth? Probably 20. Anyway. If you're desperate for cloth and you can't somehow find a cotton plant, I guess, you can... We've now learned how to create a piece of cloth out of 20 pieces of grass. If you don't want stuff in your inventory, toss it off the inventory screen, and there it is. It will disappear in good time. Actually, it disappears pretty quick. So as you're walking around, definitely... Oh my god. More people. Check mailboxes as you come across them. See? Now that we have our bone knife, there's dead animals everywhere. What do you know? Cars, you know, you can... There's a ton of stuff to loot. Armored up. We're running out of light, and I need to get to Wrecked. Wrecked is the first trader that you are assigned to go to. So, let's go see him. Man, I really am tempted. Tragedy trailer. If there's a cooking pot in there, though, can I tell from it just without going too far? No. Continuing on. So, Wrecked, all the traders close their doors for the night at 10? Is it 10 p.m.? I think it's 10. It is military time up top, so 1936 is 7:36 p.m. There's always zombies in these tents, but there's some corn. I was hoping that cooler had drinks. Alright. Let's do our technique. Bleed. Oh, bleed again. There we go. Alright, so I think this is pretty standard practice for people that play this game. We're gonna build a storage crate out of a little bit of wood here. And gonna park it outside of the trader. I love that show, Traders, by the way. I know, it's not the same word. Oh, I was gonna try that. I guess I'll keep them. There's this sandwich I don't want. Wheel. I don't know what I want to buy from him yet, so I'll keep the stuff I might sell there. I should lock these. Right. Yeah. What else? Feathers. Should lock feathers. Really. I'm gonna move these. Sorry for the inventory management. It's super boring. Sand. Hop seeds. I'm not growing hops yet. Duct tape. I probably should hang on to. Gonna find more bones. Gonna find more cloth. One more item. What else can I put in there? Should I put... Well, cloth is manufactured that. Right. feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh well. Let's lock these, because we're gonna find a lot of those. I guess we could have a food spot locked. That's fine. This corn I can't eat. Yeah, you can eat it for a little bit, but you need a cooking grill. You need a campfire. You need a pot to cook in. And you need a grill to grill the corn on. Maybe just
state your business, fool.
The first trader.
Now that you did the job, I guess you ain't that damn bad after all.
So he gave me a shovel. That's nice. Got any special jobs? Intro quest, buried
I
supplies.
got just a job. Get moving, jackass. This don't pay by the hour.
Wrecked is not cool. He is rude.
You again?
And
what? You got a fucking crush on me or something?
Yeah, he cusses. He's an ejolio. All right, here we go. This is what he sells. Food stuff. See, there's the grill. $600. Nah, I don't have it. And cooking pot. That's what I was trying to say. I don't buy a lot of stuff from this guy. Cement, no. Like cobblestone, yes. Cobblestone actually gets pretty cheap. Books I will buy sometimes if they're good books, but you can see they're pretty expensive. I would not buy the crafting books. No, not gonna buy any ammo. 180 bucks for 25 arrows. No. This is a good place if you have an infection, though. It's not cheap. And yeah, you can pay a lot for armor. I would craft that. Some of this stuff, maybe. But yeah. Sometimes he has antibiotics, which
I'd go broke with more customers like you.
Yeah, complaining. These vending machines have their uses. Again, everything's pretty expensive early on. This is just food. So you get food and water from some of this canned stuff. These are more specialized food, so you see the bonuses. 20% mining. Oh, explosion damage. Block damage. Bartering and loot bonus, so you get better loot while you're on eye candy. Same here. Some of these drinks are better run speed. You start really cruising. Moonshine's for melee. Stamina regen and water. Extra XP. Red tea is a good one with the efficient digestion. That means you don't have to eat and drink water as much.
My God, it's almost closing
warning.
time. I've had enough bullshit for one day.
So, I don't have time to loot this guy, but you can loot this guy. He's gonna throw me out. What I should actually be doing, though, is probably going back to one of those previous POIs and deciding... Oh. Is it this way? No water. Yeah, I gotta get out into at least on top of something. Where am I going? The wrong way. It is 9:50. Warned you about the bird's nest. I will stop at all bird's nests. Yeah, Trader Wrecked is closing. And the zombies start moving quite a bit faster in 4 minutes. I feel like this house is the right choice, but I also need to stop this episode soon. Oh, two skull. No. Drop this. Can I get on the roof? Why am I whispering? It's nighttime. You see the ladder? Crap. I don't don't see a ladder. No? Alright. Last little detail. Let's see about this. Building blocks. I wasn't going to go there yet. I don't need 50 of them, but I'll take 20. Building blocks are useful. Shift R brings up the menu. Scaffolding, any of these ladders, pretty important to have handy. So, I just need a spot where I can, you know, the edge around the roof is blocking my ladder building. So, you do a cheesy method, but I'm not gonna do that. They call it nerd pulling up to the top. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. There we go. And so, in theory tonight I could just hang out on top of this building and hope to not get killed. But, for now, we will stop. There will be more tips and more fun to be had. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode of 7 Days to Die Vanilla.